So we're doing sum and difference identities. Tan and XYR. Remember that you have a quiz tomorrow. Your quiz is going to be over your old identities. Like, what is secant equivalent to? Because it's still the same unit. 1 over cosine. And that should be an easy one. I love tangerine. Secrets. All right. Cottage. Cheese. All right. And then what is... Ooh, this one a lot of people got wrong on their test. What is negative tangent of x? Tangent of negative x. So many of y'all put sine over cosine with a negative in front. If it has a negative, it's one of your even odd. All right. So just tomorrow when you walk in, and she'll give you some time, you are going to look at page 12 and then also look at page 14 and 15. Okay? All right. So page 15 today we're going to go on to tangent. And I'm not going to derive all these. Are y'all okay with that if I just give them to you? If you have the tangent of A plus B, your identity is the tangent of A plus the tangent of B over 1 minus tangent A times tan B. Don't give up. You'll have it memorized by the end of this page. How can I memorize this? What are some things to note? If this is plus, the top is plus. If the top is plus, the bottom's minus. On the top, we add them together. On the bottom, we multiply them. It's always multiply on the bottom. So, what do y'all think the tangent of A minus B is? And it'll be 1 plus tangent A tangent B. Do y'all see how I'm writing tangent a little bit curvy with the T? It's because I don't want to confuse it with the plus. Y'all tend to confuse that with the plus. So just be careful about that. Okay? Alright, so do y'all want to start off easy again? You want to go straight to the hard one?
Let's go hard to easy.
Hard to easy?
Because like at the very end, that's like a brain break.
At the very end, it's a brain break? I guess. You sure you don't want to start off easy? You want to start off easy?
We have majority vote.
It doesn't matter.
Not cool.
Can you simplify this? What is this equivalent to?
10, 32.
Y plus.
Because the same sign.
Because it's the same sign at the top. And what's 32 plus 13? Also, what's 32 minus 13? It's not on my unit circle, so I'm not going to do it. And what is the tangent of 45? Bam. Starting off easy. Don't even, the bottom, this is just the identity. We don't got to do anything yet. We know this whole thing right there shortens to that. This whole thing shortens to that. So we can just shorten it. Because this gave us our A. All this told us was it's tangent, it's A and B, and we're going to add. That's what it does. It just gives us information. Somebody asked me first period, Miss Olivares, why are we doing all of this? Like, what's the point? Why is it necessary? You thinking that to yourself sometimes in here? Not really? So yesterday, the reason we were doing this right here, different things like this is, remember what I talked about did we have to memorize the cosine of 15? No, aren't you glad we didn't memorize the cosine of 15? But it's so that you can find things on your unit circle, degrees, angles on your unit circle that we did not memorize. That's the purpose of what we're doing. All right? So these are angles, other angles that I didn't have you memorize. You can still find their sine and cosine. Okay? So let's do this one right here. What about the example 2? Let's find the tangent of 75 degrees. Do you know the tangent? Do we know anything about 75 degrees on our unit circle? No. But what do we know about 75 degrees? We can add 45 plus 30. Do y'all agree with that? Could I put 30 plus 45? Could I switch those around? It does not matter which one goes first. So now I'm going to do what? Rewrite the original identity. Ms. Alvarez, do I have to rewrite the original identity? If you want full credit, you will. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. But if you don't want to get a 1 point off every single time, you will do this. Just rewrite it. Prove to me you know the identity. And now plug in your numbers. A is going to be my 45. B is going to be my 30. What is the tangent of 45? What's the tangent of 30? Again, and you're just kind of copying those numbers, multiplying on the bottom. No, 30 is pi over 6, yeah. Yeah. Bless you. And do y'all agree this is just going to give me 1 plus the square root of 3 over 3 divided by 1 minus the square root of 3 over 3? Can y'all see that? Okay. I wish. I wish. So there's a radical on the bottom, but there's also fractions and fractions. So let's get rid of the fraction in a fraction. How can I do that? I'm going to multiply by everything by 3. Are y'all okay with that? So that I can cancel those out. That gives me 3 plus the square root of 3 over 3 minus the square root of 3. Does everybody see how I just went from one step to the other? I just got rid of the fractions, multiplied everything by 3. All right. Then what? Conjugate. Why conjugate? That's how I get rid of this radical. And what you do to the denominator, you do to the numerator. I am going to FOIL these out. So what is 3 times 3? 3 times square root of 3. Now I'm going to do this one. Square root of 3 times 3. And the square root of 3 times the square root of 3. I just FOILed these out. Stay with me. Do I need to turn on the lights? You're all good. Now, if I FOIL these out in the bottom, do y'all agree I have a difference of 2 squares? What ends up happening when I FOIL these out? I end up getting positive 3 square roots of 3 and negative 3 square roots of 3. They cancel. And so I end up with that. That's going to give me 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus what? What's 3 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 3? 6 square root of 3. Over 6. I can simplify. What's 12 divided by 6? And 6 divided by 6? So this is just 2 plus the square root of 3. If you were to put a 1 out front, that's fine. No, that was the hardest one. That was hard. That was hard. Glad you thought that. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. On this one, we couldn't avoid it. We could have subtracted. 30 degrees, pi over 6, when you're dealing with tangent, it's pretty disgusting, right? The square root of 3 over 3. If it were me, I would do something so that you didn't have to deal with that one. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. We are going to do I have any questions, first of all, about example 2? That was pretty gross, in my opinion. What if I wanted to find the tangent of 7 pi over 12? What could I do? 4 and 3. So I'm going to do the tangent of 3 pi over 4 plus 4 pi over 3. That's not what I meant to do. Over 12. I don't know what I'm doing. 12. 3 pi over 12 and 4 pi over 12. Over 12. Do y'all agree 3 plus 4 is 12 or 7? God. And then I'm going to reduce these, and what do I get? Pi over 4 plus pi over 3. Oh, those are a lot prettier. Again, if you get a pi over 6, those just aren't as fun. I don't know if fun's the right word, but it's not the right word to use. What do I do next? Write the identity. And we are adding or subtracting? Dang, I'm not doing a subtracting one today. I should have done that. Equals tan of A plus tan of B all over. Do you kind of already have this one memorized? See, it wasn't that bad. First time you saw it, After you do it a couple times, you got it down. And now I'm going to plug in our A and our B. So the tangent of pi over 4 plus pi over 3 is... What's the tangent of pi over 4? What's the tangent of pi over 3? What? Root 3. Over 1 minus 1 times root 3. Oh dang, doesn't this end up looking very close to what we had before? And what am I going to do to get these square roots out of the denominator? Multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. So I'm going to multiply by 1 plus the square root of 3. And then I'm going to FOIL. 1 times 1, 1. Plus the square root of 3, plus the square root of 3, what do I end up getting here? I get 4 plus 2 square roots of 3 up top. What do I get in the bottom? 1 minus 3, which is negative 2. And when I reduce that, what do I end up getting? Negative 2 minus root 3. That is, as in my opinion, as difficult as this gets. What part can I re-explain to you, or can I further? What part are we getting lost at? Anybody? Yes.
Why did the square root turn negative?
Right here? Because whenever you have it like this, you're like dividing it by both of them. So 4 divided by negative 2 is negative 2. 2 divided by negative 2 is negative 1. Yep. What else? Don't laugh. Alright, if you can turn over to the back, we are now going to do some XYR problems, and we're going to do all 3 of them. So we're going to do sine, cosine, and tangent. Before we do that, we're going to kind of review XYR. This problem is going to take the whole page, so if you were thinking about not turning onto the back, that's fine, but we're going to take up this whole page. You need a brain break? You've been begging for that. One day. Look, tomorrow you don't have to hear me talk at all.
I thought we were watching the video.
No, that's on Monday. Example 4. All right, here's a given. Yes. Well, I'm going to be here tomorrow. I'm leaving at like noon. So So I'll be here in the morning if you stop
Three and a
by.
half day week.
Yeah. Yeah, because the funeral's not until noon. Thank you. Alright, and you need to know the cosine of A is negative 12 over 13, and the sine of B is 4/5. I need you to know that A is between pi and 3 pi over 2, and B is between pi over 2 and pi. I want to know what is the sine of A equal. I want to know what is the tangent of A equal. And I also want to know what the cosine of B is and the tangent of B. This was like a question you had on your first test. Please answer the 4 questions.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're supposed to be doing this right now.
Oh, I thought we were waiting on you.
Let me go see who else is waiting on me. Where do you even start?
Miss, I need a map.
Oh, I don't know if it's right, but.
I need a directory, miss.
Yeah. Good, you got that right.
You will test this. He's gonna get 100%.
I think you know a little bit more.
Oh, we just had that.
All right. We don't know how to start this. That seems to be one of the issues. Where do we even start this with? Well, what did I give you? I gave you the cosine of A. What is that giving you?
X and R.
X and R. I gave you X over R. So if I know X is negative 12 and I know R is 13, if I were you, this is one I would memorize. What goes with 12 and 13? 5. Does everybody know that 5, 12, 13 is a special triple?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Now, this is actually wrong. Why? What quadrant are we in if we're between pi and 3 pi over 2? Do you agree we're in quadrant 3? And quadrant 3 is what? Negative, negative. So what should that 5 be? Negative. Right, Anthony? You with me, Anthony? Mm-hmm. All right. What is sine? If you don't know that sine is y over r, write that down. If you know, you don't have to. But if you don't know, write it down. Y is negative 5, r is 13. That is my answer. That makes sense? Do y'all agree? Bless you. Do y'all agree that was from our first test?
Yes.
Like, none of this is new. Now, do we remember it? Did we learn it back then? That's a whole different issue. Tangent is what? Y over x. So negative 5 over negative 12 is positive 5 over 12. Yep. In quadrant 3, tangent is positive. Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
We like the next one a lot. What does the next one tell us? Y and R. And y'all tend to love when we have these numbers. Because if y is 4 and r is 5, what is x? 3 is wrong.
Negative 3.
It is negative 3. It is 3 because we are in quadrant what? So it's negative positive, so it is a negative 3. That is why me giving you the quadrants are important. Purely for signs. Cosine is x over r, so negative 3 over 5 is my cosine. Tangent, we said, was y over x, so that's going to be negative 4 over 3. Okay, none of that was new. Do y'all agree with that? So what does that have to do with what we're doing? Well, I am now going to ask you to find E, the sine of A plus B. To find F, the cosine of A minus B. And to find G, since we didn't do minus yet, we'll do the tangent of A minus B. And we need that information to do this. So, we'll come back. If you didn't write those down, you'll come back to them. What do we do first for the sine of A plus B? Write down the identity. What is the identity?
Sine A plus cosine. Yes, cosine B plus cosine A.
You need to have that memorized for tomorrow's quiz. Remember, it goes A, B, A, B. Sine starts and ends with cosine. Sine has the same sign. Sine starts and ends with sine. A, B, A, B. Now, what? Yeah, hey guys, what is the sine of A? Look up real quick. Look up. Everybody look up. Anthony, look up. Cassie, you looking up? What is the sine of A? So I am just going to write negative 5 over 13. Am I writing sine of negative 5 over 13? No, it's just negative 5 over 13. What is the cosine of B? Negative 3 over 5. Just write it down. So once you write the identity on XYR problems, you're just plugging in. What is the cosine of A? It's at the very top, the one I gave you. Negative 12 over 13. And what is the sine of B? Also at the top, 4 over 5. You are just plugging in the values we already found. So I'm taking these things at the top, plugging them in. I don't have to write sine or cosine or anything. You're just plugging in those numbers. And now, don't forget your equal sign, please. Now do what we did yesterday. Multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. What is negative 5 times negative 3? Over, what's 13 times 5? What is negative 12 times 4? 13 times 5. And what do I do here? Subtract or add the negative, either way. What is 15 plus negative 48? And that is your answer. We like that? I want you to do the next one on your own. Go. You do F. Yeah. What's that? No, so we learned this yesterday, but this is going to be cosine A, cosine B. So any cosine is cos. Cosine A, cosine B, and then it's opposite sign. So plus sine, cos, sine A, sine B. Sine A, sine B. Okay. Cos, sine. And now fill out. Same thing we just did, but just in that order. When you're done, box your answer, please. When y'all plugged in, did y'all get that? Yeah. And what did you get here? (36/65). Perfect. And what'd y'all get over there? And when you add them together, what do you get? How are we feeling about this? Pretty decent, huh? It's not too bad. All right. I know some of you are like, nah, miss, I got this. I'm going to go on. I need you to wait. I know some of you have already gone on to the tangent. Just hold on real quick. Just hold on. Do I have any questions about sine or cosine? Can I move on? All right, for tangent, I want you to be careful. I'm going to let you go off, but I want you to be careful about finding a common denominator, because you're going to have to find that common denominator. So try it. If you make sure you're using pencil, and if you get stuck, just stop, and we're going to go over it. And it's too quiet in here, so I'm going to play some music. You're good.
Could I multiply both of you by 4?
No. You could, but I would get rid of, honestly, I would get rid of the denominator completely. So you could do that by multiplying them by 12, both of them by 12.
Even this one?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna explain it to everybody, because you're not gonna be the only one confused. Okay, actually, I want y'all to stop because I just want to explain it to y'all. You did it all? Let's see if you got it right. Okay, did you substitute everything in? Have y'all done that yet or not yet? Yeah. Okay, when you do that, do y'all agree the negative in the negative is going to give us a positive? And so I'm going to end up getting 5 over 12 plus 4/3 over 1 plus or minus negative 20 over 36. Can everybody please look up? Everybody look up. Even if you're going, just look up real quick. I have a bunch of fractions, and they disgust me. I want to get rid of them. In order to get rid of them, I want you to multiply by the biggest denominator, which is what? So I'm going to multiply, look up, don't write it down, just look up. I'm going to multiply everything by 36. That includes this 1. When I do that, look up, those cancel. These semi-cancel. What is 36 divided by 12? That's going to leave me with a 3 in the numerator. What is 36 divided by 3? That's going to leave me with a 12 in the numerator. So, so what am I going to be left with here? What's 3 times 5? 15. Plus, what's 4 times 12? Over, and here's where everybody messes up. Everybody says 1 plus negative 20. It's 36 plus negative 20. Does that make sense? And then you figure it out and you get what? 63 over 16 is my answer. Now, you didn't do it like that. I was about to talk about that. There's another way to do this. The other way you could have done this is you could have said, well, what if I just get a common denominator up top and a common denominator on the bottom? Did anybody do that? So some people like to say, I'm going to turn this into 5 over 12 plus something over 12. That's times 4, so it's going to be 16 over 12. And then I'm going to turn this into 36 over 36 plus negative 20 over 36. And then they get 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 over 20, 12. And then they get 16 over 36. And then what do they do? And then you can keep, change, flip. So these are 2 different ways that you can do this. And you would get the same answer. Just be careful with this one because it might, you would have to reduce it yourself with that one. The keep, change, flip will give you a bigger number and you'll get points off if you don't reduce. Okay? What questions do I have? Can I show y'all? You don't have to write it down. Can I just show you something really quickly? On your homework, you're going to get a problem. Let me go look because Ms. Gandhi sent it to me. Like this. Has everybody written that down? Okay. I see some people writing, so I'll wait. Again, choose one of these ways. I was just showing you 2 different ways to do it. If you understood this way, keep it that way. If you understood that better, that's fine. Choose one of them. On your homework, it's going to have you verify like we did on this last test. And I want to show you kind of how to do that real quick. Remember when we verify, we keep that right side the same. We're not going to touch the right side. What would we do here? Cotangent is cosine over sine. Do y'all agree with that? And then tangent is sine over cosine. Do y'all agree with that? Okay. Then what? Common denominator. So I would multiply this by sine of A, and this by cosine of B, cosine of B. Do you agree that would give me, let me see, I guess, cosine of B, sine of A, and then it would give me cosine of A, cosine of B, minus sine of A, sine of B. Does that look familiar? Don't you agree that is one of our rules? Which one is it? It's cosine, and so it's going to be the opposite sign. And hey, guess what this is? So just letting you know, you can verify with this and end up getting that the same. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So I just wanted you to know that on your homework they're going to ask you to do things like that. I think it's 2 problems, so just be aware that's possible. All right, we're done for today. You can get started on your homework if you